A serene ashram lay nestled among the gentle folds of ancient hills. The wind carried the faint scent of sandalwood and flowers, and the soft rustle of trees seemed to echo an ageless calm. In this sacred setting, a revered spiritual master sat cross-legged beneath a great banyan tree, surrounded by his devoted disciples. His presence radiated a quiet power, born of lifetimes of contemplation. The disciples, filled with reverence and curiosity, gathered closer. One among them, voice trembling, dared to ask what many had long wondered. "Master, can a human actually become immortal?" The guru smiled, as if this question was an old friend returning after many years. He let silence linger, allowing the breeze itself to become part of his answer. Then, with a voice that carried both kindness and clarity, he began to teach. The master asked the disciples to listen deeply, for the question they posed was not as simple as it appeared. He explained, "Immortality, my dear ones, is a word that stirs the heart because you fear death. But what is death? The end of the body. Yes, the end of the personality. Perhaps, but is it the end of you?" He paused, scanning their faces, letting the question pierce their minds. "Understand this," he continued. "Your body is a garment. It wears out. The mind is a guest, ever-changing. But the self, that Atman, is not born and never dies. That is the true immortality." His disciples sat motionless, absorbing his words. The guru gently smiled, seeing how their confusion began to soften. The guru then addressed the craving for bodily immortality. "O seekers," he said, "many sages, kings, and warriors throughout history have dreamed of keeping the body alive forever. They searched for Amrit, the nectar of deathlessness. They sought medicines, yogic secrets, even alchemical elixirs. But what they missed is that nature itself is designed to dissolve the body after its purpose is fulfilled." He explained that clinging to the body was like trying to preserve a candle's flame without allowing it to burn its wax. Eventually, nature reclaims every element. Know this, the guru said firmly, your body is sacred but temporary. To chase its endless preservation is to be trapped in fear. Then the guru's voice grew gentle, almost like a lullaby. But, he continued, there is an immortality that can be realized, and it is far more wondrous than merely keeping bones and flesh alive. He gestured toward their hearts. That immortality is the realization of the self, the Atman, which is eternal, unchanging, and beyond birth or death. When you come to know the Atman, you discover that you were never born, and therefore you cannot die. He reminded them of the Bhagavad Gita's immortal verse. The soul is never born, nor does it ever die. It is unborn, eternal, ever-existing, undying, and primeval. The disciples felt a wave of peace as these words sank into their minds. Some disciples asked, "Master, how then can we know the Atman?" The guru explained kindly, this is the highest purpose of spiritual practice, to strip away the illusions of the mind, to tame the senses, to cultivate selfless action, to meditate until the small self dissolves into the vastness of the Supreme. He spoke of Jnana Yoga, the yoga of knowledge, Bhakti Yoga, the yoga of devotion, Karma Yoga, the yoga of selfless action, and Dhyana Yoga, the yoga of meditation. All these, he said, are rivers flowing to the same ocean, where the drop of your individual self merges into the endless sea of the divine. Finally, the Master spoke of another kind of immortality, the immortality of Dharma. He said, when you live in truth, in love, in service to others, your actions ripple across time. Though your body perishes, your deeds, your compassion, your wisdom, These live on, inspiring countless generations. The Guru's eyes softened as he looked around the circle. In this way, he said, even the simplest person can be immortal, because what they plant in the hearts of others will never truly die. The sun had begun to set behind the hills, bathing the ashram in a golden glow. The Guru's voice was calm and steady as he offered his final teaching of the day. O beloved ones, do not fear death. Instead, awaken to the truth that you are the deathless self. Remember who you truly are, the witness, the light behind the eyes, the unchanging awareness. This is your true immortality. The disciples bowed, hearts full, minds at peace. In that sacred moment, they felt something stir inside them, a glimmer of the immortality their master had described. The banyan leaves whispered overhead, as if blessing them, carrying forward a message as old as the Vedas. You are eternal. You are infinite. You are immortal.